What's going on, my peoples? We are here taking this early morning ride to work, man. You know how we do it. Food service drivers just rolling, man. You know, the other day I was in Orlando, right? And somebody noticed me from my YouTube channel. And they came up to me and basically said what's up. Basically, they said I motivate them, man, to get into the trucking game, right? And I felt good about that, man, because that's why I do what I do. You know, I like to motivate people and stuff like that. Honestly, man, I got my traits from my grandmother. You know, you always hear Shannon Sharp talking about his granny. You know, I got my traits from my grandma, man. Growing up in Jamaica, like it was like nobody allowed to be hungry on my street, man. They could always like come to my house and eat. You feel me? And that's the way I live my life, right? Now, that being said, I want to segue into my topic today. My topic is, why don't I just talk about U.S. foods? Why do I talk about like all food service company? You know, I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I'm the type of person, man, as I say, I like to help people, right? And when you're helping people, you can't limit yourself on just talking about one company. You gotta I gotta do my research on other companies. I like to talk to other drivers and stuff like that, and I like to put information out there so that drivers can have options. You know what I'm saying? So over the years, I built like a good relationship with different people in different companies. You know, I know drivers that drive for Cheney. I know drivers at Cisco, McLean, GFS. I know managers all over the place. You get what I'm saying? Because one thing about this food service industry, sometimes you have like people in the management, they'll go from one company to another company. So, and the reason I'm telling you this, because like, if you're with a particular job, don't just do that job dirty. Try to leave in the right way. Or if you're doing like a YouTube channel or something like that, you know what I'm saying, don't be disrespecting another company like that. You know what I mean? One of the things I pride myself on is not like to talk crap about another company or put another company down and stuff like that, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like there's a lot of traits that I like about other companies that, you know what I'm saying, that's different from US Foods. And there's some things I like about US Foods that's just different from other companies. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, it's not like, to me, it's not like, you know, I've been doing like, over the years, I've been doing like my research, and I'm trying to, you know, I know I made videos before, like what's the best food service company to work for, but then I keep doing my studying and I keep doing my research and stuff like that, you know, and I hear the way how other companies treat their employees, and then I know how we get treated over here at US Foods, and I know that Cisco got a lot of work, and I know that the chain account guys, they're just basically self-managed, meaning that most of them coming out like guys that's coming out like of a drop yard, they just always have their truck loaded and they make the most money and stuff like that, and they always have the most cases, and it's just all different, man. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I try to tell guys is that whenever you're looking to get into food service, I always tell them, like, what's the closest company to your house? Start from there. And once you do that, you got to do the process elimination. Okay, you see what's the closest company from your house. All right, what's the next closest company to your house? All right, go from there. Then those two companies, you got to like, what you want to do, you don't want to go on the internet and start researching these companies. I'm going to tell you why, right? Because the U.S. food division that I work for, right? It's 3 U.S. food division in Florida. And believe you me, all 3 of these divisions pay differently. You know what I'm saying? We pay by component. Port Orange pay by component. And Tampa, they pay hourly. You know what I'm saying? Port Orange, they get a lot of cases because they run chain account. Those guys typically make a lot of money. We down here, we mostly run street accounts. So, we get paid fair wages. In Tampa, they get paid hourly. So the reason why you gotta do your research, man, don't just go on the internet and look up the wages as a food service driver. Because first of all, when you go online and you start researching how much does a food service driver make, they're not going to give you a realistic number anyway. They're going to give you something like $55,000 or $59,000 or something like that. They're selling you short. You know what I'm saying? Like the average food service driver on their first year, they should be right around $67,000, something like that, right? I put you at about $1,300 a week, something like that. I don't know if my math is right. So what you want to do when you're trying to get into the game, right? When you're out there in these streets, when you come home, when you're on your home time, if you see a driver, or if you know anybody that know any driver, if you know anybody on Facebook that got a driver friend, you gotta be able to locate a driver somehow, right? I mean, don't just go up. I mean, if you see a driver on the street, just don't go up to him bugging him if he's busy. You know what I mean? If you see him and he look like he almost finished with his work, excuse me, how you doing, sir? I was thinking about coming to this company. Can I give you my number? I got some questions for you. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Or honestly, 9 out of 10 times, somebody's going to take a minute out of their day to tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? These drivers are the ones that you want to talk to. You want to talk to drivers. You don't want to go on social media. You don't want to listen to YouTubers. You do not, I repeat, do not ask over-the-road drivers about local work, because they knows nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that's sitting around at the truck stop with a big soda pop in their hand, 4 hot dogs, and a big bag of potato chips that's looking at you and telling you, I will never lift nothing. You get what I'm saying? Buddy, look in the mirror. You should be lifting something. So you get what I'm saying? Do not ask OTR drivers about local work, because at the end of the day, you want to ask people that's in it about the job. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why you shouldn't really ask a supervisor is because, like, you want to ask the person that's actually getting paid to do the particular work. You know what I'm saying? Because drivers just get paid differently than supervisors when it comes to food service. Like, honestly, all right, let me just be blunt with you guys. Drivers typically make more money than supervisors in food service, point blank period. You know what I'm saying? And maybe only food service drivers know that. You know what I'm saying? And you have your transportation manager, they make more than drivers, but it's always a handful of drivers that still make more money. You get what I'm saying? But that's not the point. The point is you want to talk to people that's actually doing the job. You know what I'm saying? So one of the reasons I don't just talk about the company that I work for is basically, man, because I just got respect for all these companies out here, man, because we're out here, we're working hard, we're working in the sun, we're waking up early, man. We wake up really early. One of the things, man, that I don't think that's appreciated in the food service industry, I don't think we get appreciated enough for the daily grind that we do, man. Man, we wake up so early, especially drivers that's got to be up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., especially those chain account drivers. Sometimes them drivers are waking up at 9 p.m. to go to work at 10. Some drivers are waking up at 11 p.m. to be to work at midnight. Like, don't underestimate how hard that is. That is not easy at all. That is a skill. Get what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, talking to other drivers from different companies, like, overall, food service drivers are just not appreciated. Get what I'm saying? And me doing my research in the food service business, like hands down, if I had to pick one company right now that, to me, that's like appreciated drivers better than anybody, I would have to go with GFS. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why I would have to go with GFS, for the simple fact that they're the only ones I see that's doing profit sharing. You get what I'm saying? And basically at the end of the year, whatever you make, they put, like, anybody that's listening to this, correct me if I'm wrong, they put like a 7% of your income. They just give you at 7% of your 401k. They just give you 70%. One of the good things about US Food, we get to buy stocks at a discounted rate. We get to buy US Food stocks at a discounted rate. So that's a good thing. And we got a good 401k with a good matching program. One of the good things about McLean, their 401k is good. You get what I'm saying? One of the good things about Cheney Brothers, they get bonus twice a year. And one of the things I like about Cheney is that most of the guys I talk to over there at Cheney, they seem not to have no problems when it comes to getting the equipment. You know, like hand trucks, pump jacks, probably electric jacks here and there. Get what I'm saying? And you guys know Cisco, man. Like, I really don't gotta say nothing about Cisco, because they are the biggest food service company. Yeah, them guys over there at Cisco, man, they got all equipments. They got all the pump jacks. Man, sometimes I see a Cisco guy, man, they be having like 10 hand trucks and electric jack, pump jack. And one of the things you can't do in food service, man, you cannot underestimate the power of the equipment, because, like, a lot of times, you know, we just need equipment to do our job, man. And there's companies out there that really provides their employees with good equipment to do their job. Especially that company called QCD. They deliver down here in South Florida. I know they deliver to Chipotle, they deliver to Starbucks, they deliver to Chick-fil-A. That company, man, like, all their drivers go out with electric jack. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of companies, man, that just got different perks, and all these companies are so different, man. And as you go on and as you study these companies, you just learn that you can't really pinpoint, like, who's the best company. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Because one minute you say, you know what, that company is better than that company, but then, like, put it like this: drivers make money. Drivers that want to eat, they're gonna make money anywhere they go. You know, the only limitation you're gonna have as a driver, if you want to make money, the only limitation you're gonna have as a driver is gonna be management in place. And if you work someplace and whoever you have as a manager don't want you to eat, that means you have the wrong manager in place, because there's food out there for everybody to eat, whoever want to eat. And the reason I said that, because there's a lot of drivers that don't want to eat. There's a lot of drivers who just want to go out with like 400 or 500 cases every day. So I think all managers should let whoever want to eat just eat.